Hey everybody, welcome back to Nicsminibikes. Today we're going to take our Coleman B200 here and we're going to swap out the twist throttle for a thumb throttle. We were at the Colorado Gambler 500 a few weeks back and a guy walked up and asked if I had one and I didn't have an extra one, so we took the twist throttle off of this bike here and just gave it to him. And I thought to myself, this is a perfect time to switch it to a thumb throttle like I've been wanting to do, so that's what we're going to do today. Should be a fairly easy swap, not a big deal, so come along for the ride and let's get to it. So I ordered two because I've heard some don't give full throttle and some do, and I don't know which ones are which. So I went ahead and ordered two of them. The first one I got is a cheap one off of Amazon. It'll be this one here. It is pretty much identical to the one we used on the trike. And then I also ordered a billet one. So I got that one as well. So the first one we're going to try is going to be this cheap one. We'll get it on, make sure we get full throttle on that slide carb. And if we do, we'll leave this on there. And if we don't get full throttle, we'll try out the billet one. So we're here at the bike. All that person needed was the barrel part of the throttle. So we took it apart and gave it to him. So we're just going to get this off of here. And I need the cable out. Just like that. Now we'll just take our new one here and we'll loosen the clamp up. And slide it in place. We'll tighten that screw. All of this is going to have to move as well because I got new grips too. Maybe we'll do that first. So these are the grips I went with. I just ordered BMX grips for 7/8 handlebars. They got a nice little clamp here. I'll back this off. And just slide it on. Make it even on the end here. And we're tightening her down. Then we got a plug for the end. Now we'll slowly just slide these parts over and start snugging them up. Got it all snugged up. Take these top screws out. This is a throttle stop. We don't want that. We're just going to get rid of it. So this particular thumb throttle takes a different end. We need this end. It's got this right here. It clamps into that casing. This end that's coming off just won't work. So hopefully this is long enough. It don't look like it, but we'll see. Just take our barrel, we'll slide it in, turn it this way. And it just sits in there like that. Then our cap goes back on. So I fed that throttle cable through this way, down through here, and right there. And that ain't gonna reach. That ain't gonna work on either bike. So I guess we'll take it off and move on to the billet one. So the billet one here, it's gonna take a regular throttle cable. So we can use the original cable. Just loosened up these two screws here, and we'll get it slid on. So I think that kill switch is going to have to get moved to the other side. So we took it off, and we'll just lay it off to the side for now. Finish up here. Slid that brake lever over pretty far. We'll slide this thumb throttle on. And we'll get our grip on there. We'll wind up with the end there. Put our end cap in before we snug that down. Just like so, and then we'll tighten that down. Now we got our thumb throttle pushed against the grip as far as it'll go. Just snug these down a little bit. Now it might be really hard to see. I got, you know, average size hands. Caitlin rides this bike. She don't have as big of hands. I can reach that thumb throttle, but it is way back there. Now I don't know if I can adjust where this is or not, but I'm going to take it apart and find out, because she's not going to like that. So let's take this thumb throttle off. Got it off. I see there's a Allen head right there. Maybe I can just turn this arm. An Allen wrench that fits it. Nope, it is what it is. So let's put that back. Maybe there's an adjustment on the inside we can make. So let's open it up and find out. Our screws out. There's the inside. See, one thing I want to do already, get rid of this throttle stop. We'll just screw it all the way out. I'm going to pop that bolt right there. fell apart on me. It's a square in there, so I think that's good news. So if this was on the bike like so, this was like this before. See that thumb way out there? So that's adjusted a quarter, and that pushes that thumb throttle way back here. That ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna see about changing the position over here. I got the inside put back together. Still springs like it should. Way wrong. So I actually put that together wrong. So you can only adjust this lever, 90 degrees. So it's either way out in front where you have to reach it and do it, or it's straight under the bar like this, where when you push it, it's pointing all the way forward. And there's absolutely nothing about that that's gonna work. And that's about as good as it's gonna get right there. This is what I got. This is how I'm gonna have to do it. We'll put it on here like this, see what Katie thinks, and Chuck races this bike, so we'll see what he thinks about that too. And if they don't like it, I do have twist throttles in the garage. We'll switch it back to a twist throttle. But for now, this is what we're gonna go with. So we'll bolt this on right here. Get that snugged up. We'll pull some of the slack that we do have down here up to the top. Get this adjuster put on. Looks like this arm is going to have to come back off to get that throttle cable hooked up. So we got that arm off of there. We'll feed that through. That barrel in there. Get our spring reinstalled. Got that installed, got that put back on. And now, we got this much slack in there. I would rather there be no slack, but it is what it is. At least this kind of brings that thumb more towards the grip. Now I'm just curious if we're getting full throttle down here at the carburetor. So to check that, we'll bring it down here to the carburetor. And I'll reach up and do the throttle, and that slide should go all the way to the top. I say we're getting full throttle. So let's get the lid on here and get this brake lever tightened back down. So we got our lid, it's got an O-ring. We'll make sure it's in the groove, and we'll just get it installed. Got that lid on. We'll slide this brake over, and we'll get her snugged down. And that's that. Now we'll go to the other side there and get our kill switch and our other grip put on. Okay, so to move the kill switch, I need to unwire it so I can feed the wires through the other side of the frame. And to do that, it's just real simple. bullet connectors here. Just unplug them both. And if you've ever messed with these before, you know these plastics, they only last for so long, popping them on and off. So we'll just feed them on through. And that gets us our full kill switch out like that. And then we'll go to the other side and feed it back in. So I'm going to feed them through the top right here. Just down like that. And we're back down here. When I wired this, I did mark this one green for ground. So that'll connect to our yellow ground wire here. Like that. And then the black wire goes to our coil. Just like that. Just that easy. That kill switch is hooked back up. Now we got enough to reach up at the top of the bars here and not pull on them when it's turning. So now I want to get that other grip on, so we'll loosen up this brake lever. Slide it out of the way. Getting grips off can be tricky, so we'll just keep twisting on this until she breaks loose. There she is, and we'll just try to pull her off. Just like that. We'll slide our new grip on. We just pushed it on until it was even with the end, just like the other side, and we'll tighten it up. We'll get our kill switch in place here. And we'll just slide that brake lever over to it and tighten it back down. Well, there you have it. We got that thumb throttle installed. That turned into a bigger ordeal than I expected it to be. Done an Amazon return on the other thumb throttle because that cable's too short and costs just as much to order a cable as it would order a whole nother thumb throttle assembly. So I'm just going to return that one and I'll reorder. I thought I ordered the exact same one I used on the trike, but I didn't. The trike actually came with a good length cable, unlike the one we tried to use here. So I'll return that one and I will reorder the same one I used on the trike. So that's going to do it for this episode of Nicsminibikes. Hope you liked the video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.